What is going on, gamers? It's your boy Daily Tactics here, and today we have 300 Spartans versus 5 million zombies. Well, I was trying to get 5 million zombies spawned in, but it ended up being about 4.6 million zombies spawned in. Now, these are the exact same Spartans that we used in a previous battle, a long time ago actually. They're the super strong Spartans. We had 300 of them fighting against like 2 million Persians or something along those lines. Well, they're back again here. Basically, they have extremely quick attacks, as you can see right here. They have a lot of health, and on top of that, they deal a lot of damage. So as we can see, these Spartans right here are just going absolutely ham right now. They have killed already 5,000 zombies, and they've lost 0 soldiers. So the setup of this battle we have is 5 million zombies coming forward, and then we have 100 Spartans moving out to attack them right here. Actually, we only have 299 Spartans spawned in. Apparently, one of them got drunk and forgot about the battle. That's what we're going to go with. In reality, I think they just misspawned or something like that. But 100 Spartans are charging forward and counterattacking the zombies. Meanwhile, on each of these bridges here and here, we have 50 zombies holding the bridge entrances. This is going to be a crazy part of the battle, with the zombies basically making a massive body pile over the Spartans. It's going to be absolutely insane. Then further back over this way, we have another 100 Spartans back to back over here at the main gate of this wall. Now, the reason they're back to back is because this map is notorious for flanks, and it wouldn't surprise me if, yep, zombies are already running a flank over this way and trying to get to the backs of these Spartans over here. So they're having to guard both this entrance and this entrance from oncoming zombies. It's going to be a lot. Right now, the zombies do have 2 kills at this point in the battle, and I believe that is simply due to the fact that the Spartans are charging out, and Spartans in defensive positions tend to be a lot stronger. But in the last video with the Persians, people said that they want to see part of the force attack and part of the force defense. So that's exactly what we're doing right here. As it stands, the Spartans have 25,000 kills and they have lost 4 soldiers, but of course this is going to be the weakest part of the battle for the Spartans, where they're sending soldiers forward. They're easily surrounded. They make more mistakes this way, and then the harder part of the battle for the zombies and the easier part of the battle for the Spartans is going to be when they're defending these blockades back here. It's going to be epic. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to smash that like button. It means the world to me. Let's try and get 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're working our way towards 500K. Hopefully by the end of the year we'll hit that. And comment on down below if you would like to see some more Spartans versus zombies in the future. And also your predictions if you think the Spartans are going to be able to win this thing, or if you think the Spartans are in fact going to lose this thing. Right now they have lost 8 soldiers and they've killed 36,000 zombies, but again, this will be the weakest part of the defense at the end of the day. And the last time we saw this happen, the Persians ended up getting totally destroyed by the Spartans. So, I'm curious to see if the same is going to be said for the zombies here, if they're going to get destroyed by the Spartans, or if the Spartans will be doing the destroying yet again. Already the zombies are doing better than the Persians, but for those same reasons previously stated. So there's a lot of dynamic to this battle. I think it'll be very, very interesting, but why don't we go ahead and do a little time lapse here of this bridge defense and just watch the zombies swarm, because I think that'll be really, really cool. Alright guys, so the bridges are holding out, but honestly what I was kind of intending to do was leave this overnight to see what actually ended up happening. Now, the Spartans have gotten 131,000 kills, but they've lost half their force in doing it. They've lost 178 men. So I'm going to restart this and add more Spartans because I'm pretty sure they're not going to last the night through this. So I want to give them at least an opportunity. By the way, this backline here got totally wiped for the Spartans pretty quick. So let's go buff the Spartan numbers a little bit. Maybe we'll give them 3,000 troopers instead of 300 or something ballpark like that, just to give it a try, and I'll be back with that. Alrighty then gamers, we're starting again. This time around there's 1,000 Spartans that are going to be charging against the zombies. Then we've got a few hundred Spartans on the bridges combined, which I think should help quite a bit. Then we have a small holdout on this village area here, including up top, which will be pretty cool. The zombies can glitch their way up, but it'll make a nice little like top side defense. And then this time around we do have 500 soldiers defending just the backside of this wall's choke point, which should buff their lines and make them a little bit more effective than last time. And I think this will end up being a bit more of an even fight, and I'll let it play for a bit and we'll check in on it and stuff like that. But before I go to sleep tonight, I am going to just leave it running because I think this is going to be a multi-hour fight, and we're just going to see who wins in the morning, which makes it kind of exciting. Either way, the Spartans are just chopping through these zombies right now like it's nothing. They're already up to 15,000 kills of 0 deaths. They are on an absolute rampage. Look at them go. They mean business, baby. Holy cow. Yeah, I think before we just didn't have them in good numbers for these formations that they're running. They were just too weak. They didn't have the numbers to actually go against any sort of zombie power, but now they've got those numbers. Actually, we should do a time lapse like up here of just how far the zombies can make it into this, or sorry, how far the Spartans can make it into this crowd of zombies. Let's do that. Alright, so the Spartans blitzed through those zombies. I mean, look at this. They've carved a path all the way through. That was really cool, actually. However, now they're very thinly spread, and you can see they're getting bloodier and bloodier. Probably taking some losses? Okay, they've lost 1 soldier, which is crazy, and they've gotten 152,000 kills. Absolutely nutso right there. The zombies have gotten a lot more dense over here too, so that might be why they've slowed down. But also, the Spartans are pretty thin now, whereas before they were multiple soldiers to a zombie. So I think the zombies will manage to beat these guys down with just sheer numbers. Now we're looking at 2 dead Spartans and 173,000 zombies. But this was a lot more of what I was expecting in the last battle. I guess the Persians might be weaker than the zombies, which is kind of crazy. I don't know. I don't know what it was about the last battle. Maybe because the last battle only took place on a bridge, the Spartans did so well. I really don't know. I cannot say. However, in this instance, the Spartans are still doing well, but of course they've had to been buffed to do this well. We've also got a little beach battle going down here. These Spartans still cruising along, mainly because there's just a trickle-in of zombies. But look at this. This looks so cool. They're just moving in as a unit, and then they peel off a few soldiers at a time to take care of any zombies that they missed. That is so dope. It's like a well-oiled machine right over here. I mean, Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator does not get much better than this. This is pure and utter epicness, baby. Ultimate epicness, if you will. Look at the zombies sliding down the beach here. Oh my god, that's brutal. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and let this ride for a bit. Oh no, first we gotta check out these guys back here. How are they holding up? And they seem to be doing decently this time around. They are not losing too many soldiers. A few of them are bloodied, but you know, thus far they do seem to be holding strong. Why don't we go ahead and do a little time lapse of these guys with the zombies charging them? I think that would be kind of cool to watch. So why don't we go ahead and do that real quick. Alright gamers, so it's been a few minutes here and the body files continue to rise for the zombies, but I wanted to check in on the Spartans over here. Right now the Spartans have still only lost 4 soldiers to the zombies. Maybe these Spartans are too strong now. Maybe they are too powerful. Because, I mean, the zombies have now lost 1/8 of their total fighting force, and the Spartans have lost 4. 4. Yeah, it's a big difference. We'll let this ride for a bit. I'll stay up a while longer before I let this ride throughout the night, just to make sure that there will be some sort of competition, or else we might have to buff the old zombies' numbers. Oh, look at this. A ton of Spartans actually, like, fighting on this hillside here and having to climb up it and stuff. That's kind of kooky and crazy. I kind of like that. That's very cool. All right. We will let this ride for a while longer. And we'll see if anything happens. I mean, look at all the bodies the Spartans have created over here. It's insane. Oh, they just lost another soldier. They've lost 5 now. Massive numbers dropping. Craziness. All right, it has now been some additional time here, and the Spartans are finally starting to take some L's. They are at 381 dead, and I think that's just because so many of them have been weakened by the zombies now, and these zombies, you can actually see they're like curling around really interestingly on this battlefield. It's kind of crazy. It's like a hurricane. It's kind of cool. So the Spartan line here is thinning. It's starting to get whittled down. They're not able to hold out as well as they were before. They're getting flanked. So these attackers are definitely going to be going downhill within probably a few minutes, I'm guessing. And we've also got now Spartans having to hold out against zombies on the bridges here, as we were seeing in the last battle. So these guys are now holding out. There's also some Spartans I just realized under the bridge, which is kind of funny. They gotta pay the troll toll down there. These Spartans still inactive, but then these Spartans up this way, it looks like they might have taken a couple of losses, considering this is like the fresh troopers on the sides, and this is where the back troopers are. Looks like, yeah, maybe they thinned out a little bit. But not too much, and they've killed a lot of zombies over this way, so that's definitely good. I mean, you can see the zombie hill is growing pretty rapidly. So, yeah, the Spartans are holding. This is definitely turning into a competitive battle. Oh my goodness, we're already at 500 dead Spartans now, so this is a very competitive battle, in fact, and I think that is, again, because these Spartans out here finally dying out. So let's let this roll a little bit longer, and we'll be back in just a minute to see, you know, how many kills these guys can get before they all are truly dead, and then the final defense here begins. Alright, so the Spartans over here are almost completely dead. There's maybe like 30 or so over here, I don't know, not very many. But then on these bridges, these Spartans are still holding very, very strongly at just these initial points. They're doing great. And these Spartans back here are also doing very, very well. However, the Spartans have lost almost half of their force, and the zombies have almost lost half of their force, so they're both pretty much even at this point in time. This battle is going to last for a lot longer, so what I am going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go to bed, and in the morning we're going to find out who wins. So here's the current situation of the battlefield. I mean, zombies coming up this way, Spartans defending, zombies coming up that way too, Spartans defending over there. And then, of course, there's these Spartans here, too. So we'll find out what happens tomorrow morning. Should be very exciting. I'll see y'all then. Alright, gamers, so it's been a few hours, actually, and I decided to get up in the night. There's a big lightning storm going on outside. Kind of was keeping me up, and I was like, I'll check in on the game, see what's happening. It seems like right now the Spartans are doing an amazing job of butchering these zombies. Yes, sirree. They've lost 1,055 soldiers. The zombies have lost about 2.2 million soldiers at this point in time. The zombies are not managing to get a lot up on these old Spartans here. Oh, look at this. Look how many bodies are going all the way down the river here. That's crazy. It's like blocked off the entire riverway. That's insane. That's absurd, dude. Holy cow, millions. Millions. And still millions remaining as well. I hope that the game does not crash or anything like that throughout the night because of the lightning and stuff like that. Or rather, I'd lose power or my computer shuts off or anything. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen. We'll just have to wait and see and find out. But it does seem like the Spartans could easily do this at this point. I'm definitely a lot more hopeful than I was before. I think this could be good for sure. Alright, so it is in fact the next day, and it seems as though the Spartans have held out entirely. Yeah, that's right. Check out these body piles. Absolute insanity versus the zombies. There's still about 840,000 zombies left, and they're really dying pretty slowly, but the Spartans just aren't dying at all. There's still 1,232 there's 1,232 dead Spartans, and there's still 916 Spartans alive. It seems like the Spartans just do not lose when it comes to choke point defenses. They just do not lose. They're so good at them. Look at this body pile, dude. Oh my god. Absolute insanity, brother. Absolute insanity. Totally crazy. Yeah, I mean, this is absolutely nuts. The Spartans are so good when it comes to that. So it truly was just the fact that they didn't have enough troopers before to hold out, and also, you know, the charging for the Spartans, they're just not as good as when it comes to choke point defenses. They're so good at those. Either way, guys, that is going to be about it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you did enjoy it. Please be sure to hit that like button if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. Oh my god. Still very early in the morning. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.